Ford is known for some incredible cars like the Mustang, the GT40, and the F-150. But once upon a time, Ford tried something different. They built a sleek two-seat sports car. It looked great, had a cool name, and came out just before the Mustang hit the streets. And yet, it completely flopped. This is the story of the Ford Thunderbird's forgotten little brother, the 1955 to 1957 Ford Thunderbird as a two-seater, and why it failed so badly. Let's find out what went wrong. The birth of the baby bird. Back in the early 1950s, Chevrolet shocked everyone by introducing the Corvette, a stylish little two-seat roadster. Ford didn't want to be left behind. So in 1955, they launched their own two-seater, the Ford Thunderbird. Now, the T-Bird wasn't exactly a race car. It wasn't trying to beat Ferraris at Le Mans. Instead, Ford marketed it as a personal luxury car. That meant it had style, comfort, and just enough performance to feel sporty, but not too wild. Under the hood, a V8. It was powerful for its time, smooth on the highway, and made the Thunderbird a great cruiser. People loved the way it looked, sleek body, chrome everywhere, and a removable hardtop. It had that 1950s flair. But here's the catch. It didn't sell like Ford hoped. The problems begin. So, why didn't the two-seat Thunderbird succeed? There were a few reasons. First off, America wasn't really into two-seaters. Sure, they look cool, but most buyers wanted something more practical. Families needed back seats. Couples wanted extra space. And while the Thunderbird was stylish, it only had two seats and not much room for luggage. That made it more of a weekend toy than a daily driver. Second, the Corvette caught up. By 1956 and 1957, the Corvette had improved a lot. Chevy added a V8, better suspension, and a focus on real sports car performance. So if someone really wanted a fast, nimble two-seater, they'd just buy a Corvette instead. The Thunderbird? It was heavier, slower, and aimed more at comfort than performance. The market shift Ford quickly realized they'd misread the market. While the T-Bird got decent attention, it never really took off the way the Mustang would just a few years later. So by 1958, after just 3 model years, Ford killed off the two-seat Thunderbird. But they didn't kill the name. Instead, they redesigned it into a bigger, heavier 4-seat cruiser, and guess what? Sales shot up. The new T-Bird wasn't a sports car anymore. It was a personal luxury car for people who wanted comfort, class, and style. That version was a hit. It outsold the earlier model by a huge margin and became a true icon of 1960s American design. What the T-Bird taught Ford? So was the original two-seat Thunderbird a failure? In sales, yes. But in terms of impact, it taught Ford a valuable lesson. Americans weren't looking for small European-style roadsters. They wanted something cool, comfortable, and practical enough to use every day. That idea stuck with Ford. And just a few years later, they struck gold with the 1964 Mustang, a car that gave people the sporty look and daily usability with room for 4. In a way, the two-seat Thunderbird paved the way for the pony car movement. The two-seat Ford Thunderbird was stylish, bold, and full of 1950s charm. But in the end, it was just too limited for most buyers. Too small, not sporty enough, and not practical enough for everyday life. Still, it's a beloved classic today, a rare reminder of a time when Ford dared to be different. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy forgotten car stories and automotive history, give us a like, hit subscribe, and let us know.